Okay.
We're outside of the place with the drum.
We're gonna get that drum. So, um, I was browsing through Facebook, and I found a thing on Tickled. 15 of the most stupid questions ever asked in class by students. You know how they say there are no stupid questions? No, that's wrong.
There are a lot of them.
Number 1. Is Alaska a real state, or are you just messing with me? Oh, what is that?
Well, that doesn't look good at all.
Of course Alaska's a real state. Sarah Palin can see Russia from her house.
Don't you know? That's Wisconsin.
That's Wisconsin.
Agrius.
Aw. It's like it knows.
It's like it knows we're trying.
Yeah. In class, we were discussing the hole in the ozone layer. Some girl blurts out, "Oh, that's the hole that the space shuttle flies through, right?"
Wow. What a dumb broad.
We had a big presentation near the end of my 4th year of high school. It was one of those things to know before you graduate type things. One of the topics was choosing your area of study for college/university. One kid said, "I'm not a liberal and my dad is pretty conservative. Am I still allowed to go to a school for liberal arts?"
No.
Oh, that's great.
No, you're not allowed.
Our, our 9th grade English teacher was collecting food and stuff to send to Japan after the tsunami, namely rice. A girl raised her hand and asked if it was to soak up all the water.
Wow.
The teacher's look of disappointment could be felt down to her soul.
Fucking wow.
The 5th one. Wait, volcanoes are real? I thought they were made up. This was a high school freshman.
Wow. Dude, we're fighting spooky scaries.
Yup, yup, yup. In my world history class, a student was put on the spot and mumbled out the following question. Wait, did food exist back then? My teacher simply said, nope, the ancient Greeks used photosynthesis.
Wow.
I think he probably meant to ask, did they prepare food back then? But still, I've never seen a guy blush so hard. We were discussing forest fires that were going on somewhere in the Midwest at the time, and a girl asked, how can the fires keep burning for more than one day? Do they start back up again every morning? She literally thought that fires only burn in the daytime. This was a college class.
What?
How can the fires keep burning for more than one day? Do they start back up again every morning?
Like what? How did she think that fire only?
I don't understand why the car has no door. Do you fall out when you drive? Oh, God. Hey, teacher, how many seconds are in a meter?
What?
What? How many seconds are in a meter?
69.
Oh my God. I had to explain to basically 75% of a science class in high school that ants were animals. They didn't believe me, so I had them go to the teacher. They were shocked. Bugs are animals.
What did they think they were?
Bugs. In On the first day of class, I was doing my standard introductions, and I told my class that I was from Portland, Oregon. In response to this, a girl in her mid-20s asked me, "So do you speak Portuguese then?"
Okay. Bird.
Fuck, he's trying! High school chemistry class. We were working on a lab where we had to make little squares on a piece of plastic to perform tests in, and the squares had to have 2-centimeter long sides. This kid at my lab table, who had already proven to not be so bright in class many times beforehand, got our teacher's attention, then asked what a centimeter was. After the teacher thoroughly explained what a centimeter is, and where exactly to find them on the ruler in front of him, the student turned to us and said, "I'm still not understanding this centimeter thing."
What?
The following exchange took place in my grade 11 history class. We were discussing Egypt, and one girl actually said, "Egypt really exists? I thought it was just some place from Jimmy Neutron." Somebody else in the class also spoke up, saying, "What do you mean place? I thought Egypt was a religion."
We're busting ghosts. Don't want to spit out your drink? Just save it.
Oh my god. I almost spit my tea all over the laptop. I read this one ahead of time. Oh my god. Our class was discussing American history, and the topic of the Vietnam War came up. One student mentioned that he is actually from Vietnam, and that he had family members who had gone through the war. A teenage girl raised her hand and said, completely seriously, "How can you be from Vietnam? Vietnam is a war, not a place."
Sure. Yep. Uh-huh.
I'll never forget this moment. Now, given this was in the 8th grade, but still, a girl asked me how to spell GPS. Yes, English is her first language, and yes, she still takes crap for it 5 years later.
Fucking what?
That's like, what's the number for 911?
You know why they say it 911 instead of 911? It's because they were concerned that when they heard that the emergency number was 911, people would look for the 11 key on their phone in panic.
That makes sense. Girl in my high school earth science class felt compelled to ask this one, "Where does the sun go at night?"
Yeah, Mars.
Probably a fucking flat earther. Let's see. Let's try funny. What's under funny?
Boop. Hey, I got the drum.
20 super clean jokes that'll make you groan. These are so bad they're good. Are you ready for these super clean jokes?
Hit me.
I went to the zoo the other day. There was only one dog in it. It was a Shih Tzu. A neutron walks into a bar and orders a drink. Bartender says no charge. Ha ha ha. I think we've said that one on this show. Two hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other guy whips out his phone and calls the emergency services. He gasps, "My friend is dead, what can I do?" The operator says, "Calm down, I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead." There is a silence, then a shot is heard. Back on the phone, the guy says, "Okay, now what?"
Wow.
What's blue and not heavy?
What?
Light blue.
Jakeith just fell down the hole.
That was a dad joke is what that was. I got fired from the eyeglass warehouse because I couldn't focus. What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze?
What?
A shoe.
Wow.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to help check her balance, so I pushed her over. Oh, God. Oh, we needed this. Oh, okay.
Oh, we've actually been where her flute is. No! You know where that is.
What the fuck? Why'd you yell like that?
You know which cave that is,
Hobbs
don't you?
Fall?
Yeah.
Which?
The cave.
Which cave?
The cave that is the source of my nightmares.
Two muffins are in the oven. One says, "Gosh, it's hot in here." The other replies, "Yikes, a talking muffin."
That was on 2.5 Men.
Yeah. A ship carrying blue paint and a ship carrying red paint both crashed on an island. All the sailors were marooned.
Fuck me. You're gonna recognize this cave once we actually get inside.
And the Lord said unto John, "Come forth and receive eternal life." But John came fifth and won a toaster.
Wow. Okay, like how many slots? Does it have the bagel button?
It should. Mine has a bagel button.
Do you recognize it yet?
Oh, fuck me in the ass
Where
twice.
we're at?
Why does it all this? Why?
Is it always
It
this?
all happens here.
We have the strategy now, though.
It all comes down to this cave.
We have, like, the strat now, though, remember?
We never leave this cave. We've spent half of the game playtime in this cave.
I have the strat now, remember?
We've spent half the episodes of this fucking show in this cave.
Remember, I have the strategy now.
Like, about 2 hours of that 5-hour Stones of Baranzaya bullshit was spent in this cave. Why do we always have to come back to this cave?
We have the strategy now, though, remember? I just hang out down here.
Jesus Christ. I went to buy some camouflage trousers the other day, but I couldn't find any.
Wow. That was a dad joke.
My new thesaurus is terrible. Not only that, but it's also terrible. I don't trust trees. They're kind of shady. You like Sheldon laugh. If trees could scream, would we be so cavalier about cutting them down? We might, especially if they screamed all the time and for no good reason.
That was a good one.
That was funny. My wife, it's difficult to say what she does. She sells seashells by the seashore. My grandfather was a peeping Tom. He lived in an apartment and used to drill holes in the floor and spy on the people below. He died recently, but I like to think of him up there, looking down on us.
Oh.
I got fired from the orange juice factory because I couldn't concentrate.
Why did you say it that way?
I don't know.
Hey, I hit them. Chain lightning is the linchpin.
Why do scuba divers fall backwards out of the boat?
Why?
Because if they fell forward, they'd still be in the boat. What's a foot long and slippery?
My dick.
A slip.
Next.
The correct answer is a slipper.
Okay. I did it. I killed the master.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who love closure. Alright, let's look for the next list. Did you get that one?
Yeah, I did.
Did that one piss you off?
Yeah. So I like how we have the strat for this place, and it's to hang out at the bottom and throw chain lightning up there.
Oh god, I gotta find.
Quit throwing shit.
Oh, this one's too fucking long. I'm not even doing that.
Exploding people.
It was actual like lawyer cases to defend Disney villains, but it's too fucking long. Ten actual IKEA reviews left in store by people. So when you're in IKEA, you can grab these tags to leave in-store reviews, and they'll put them on things, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So these are 10 actual reviews that were left in store by people. This is on a rug hanging on like a rod, like a big rug, right? Worst magic carpet ever. Told it to take me to Agrabah and instead ended up in the hospital.
Wow.
This is... I don't even know how to describe the tone on this couch. Think of like if Zach Morris's shirts from Saved by the Bell and Jazz's shirts from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had a big fucking multicolored triangle square couch baby.
Put a picture of it.
Oh yeah, put a picture of the couch.
Are you doing this the hard way?
When I walked into the store and said, I want a couch that looks the way dubstep sounds, I was all set to be disappointed, but this is perfect. Okay, so this is just a plain wall clock, right?
Yeah.
Just a plain white wall clock hanging on the wall. In-store review. Pro, long battery life. Con, reminds me of the constant, ever-marching momentum of time and how with each passing second I'm careening closer and closer toward the heart-wrenching inevitability of death. Overall, 3 stars.
Wow. I got an Atronac Forge recipe.
This is just like a plain, like, plastic case with a lid, right?
It's like a trash can.
Yeah, just like a plastic white trash can with a lid. Love it. Holds like 80 snakes.
That was funny.
And then in another one that's like a wooden drawer with little compartments in it, like a kitchen drawer kind of.
Yeah.
Works great for organizing my different size snakes. If you have different size snakes, then I highly recommend. And they were left by the last 2 were left by the same person. This guy apparently likes snakes. And the next one is the same guy. It's a big chair and a little chair. There's a picture of it. And the review is, this chair is the perfect size for a small child or an extremely large snake.
This.
Oh god. Okay, so these are just 3 green bowls stacked inside of each other. I can't believe how much cereal this holds. Ha 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 ha. I told my wife that joke and she left me. This bowl also holds lots of tears, just FYI.
Oh.
Wow!
That was a bummer.
So this is just a big wooden, like, wardrobe cabinet with drawers. It is a wardrobe. Okay, big wooden wardrobe. 3 stars. Leads to some stupid place called Narnia, but if you board up the back panel, then the dumb lion will stop asking you for help.
Fucking Aslan. Jesus-ass lion.
So this is just like a weird egg-shaped table.
Oh, okay.
If you crawl underneath this and then lift up, you'll look like a turtle, and the Jehovah's Witnesses will the Jehovah's Witnesses you invited in will clap, laugh politely, ask if they can leave yet.
Wow.
Just put a picture. This is a picture of the globe thing. It's a hanging light-up globe. Looks great, but the location of the thermal exhaust port seems like a huge design flaw. That's a Star Wars joke. That's a fucking Star Wars joke. I liked it.
Okay, now I have markers on these fuckers. I know where they're at.
This episode is titled Tickled Pink.
Oh, death bell. Hey, here's your drum.
Divine smile on your face. At last, the college treasury is a bit thin right now.
Okay.
I can show you some tricks.
Oh, this guy gives you the warrior stuff.
30 facts that sound like BS but are actually true.
I think the next one's gonna level me.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
30 facts that sound like bullshit but are actually true. Number 1. Mammoths were alive when the Great Pyramid was being built.
Yeah, that one's true. I knew that one.
Betty White is older than sliced bread.
Really?
Yes. From the time it was discovered to the time it was stripped of its status as a planet, Pluto hadn't yet made a full trip around the sun.
Yep.
The lighter was invented before the match.
Yeah.
Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were born in the same year.
It's because that lighter match one, matches are a lot more chemically complicated.
Yeah.
It's phosphorus and stuff. Matches, a lighter just oil and a flint and steel, basically.
France last used a guillotine to execute somebody after Star Wars premiered. That's how recently.
Wow.
Star Wars premiered before the last guillotine execution in France.
We did ring a ding 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 doo.
Huh! Ha!
I'm gonna buy a level in enchanting. Or I'm gonna go disenchant. Do I have anything magic I can go like
Oh wow.
disenchant?
Harvard University was founded before calculus existed.
Really? Now that's interesting.
If you have 23 people in a room, there is a 50% chance that 2 of them have the same birthday.
Yep.
9. It is never said that Humpty Dumpty was an egg in the nursery rhyme.
Yep.
I know that one. That one's always bothered me. The water in Lake Superior could cover all of North and South America in a foot of water.
Wow.
North Korea and Finland both border the same country.
Russia.
Russia. When you get a kidney transplant, they usually just leave your original kidneys in your body and put the 3rd kidney in your pelvis.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Oxford University is older. Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire.
Jesus.
National animal of Scotland is a unicorn. That I didn't know. Fucking Scots. The Ottoman Empire still existed the last time the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. That's fucked up. The lighter the roast of coffee, the more caffeine it has.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought it was darker. A speck of dust is halfway in size between a subatomic particle and the Earth.
Really?
That is how small a subatomic particle is.
Or how big the Earth is.
Yeah. If a timeline of Earth was compressed into 1 year, humans wouldn't show up until December 31st at 11:58 p.m.
Yep.
If you were able to dig a hole to the center of the Earth and drop something down, it would take 42 minutes for the object to get there.
That's a long time.
We went to the moon before we thought to put wheels on a suitcase. A human could swim through the arteries of a blue whale.
Yeah. Oh, we're close. We only need 26
We're
more.
so close. If you could fold a piece of paper in half 42 times, the combined thickness would reach the moon.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Really? That's interesting.
That is. On both Saturn and Jupiter, it rains diamonds.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia imports camels from Australia.
That's funny.
You can line up all 8 planets in our solar system directly next to each other, and it would fit the space between Earth and the moon.
Huh.
We're spread out. The youngest known mother was 5 years old.
That's disgusting.
That is.
I know that next one. I've known that next one. 27?
Yeah, the Earth is smoother than a billiard ball if both were the same size.
Yep.
Nintendo was founded in 1889 as a playing card company. If you take all the molecules in a teaspoon of water and lined them up end to end in a single file line, they would stretch around 30 billion miles.
Jesus.
In last one, and of course this is Australia. In Australia, there was a war called the Emu War. The emus won.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know!
Kick people to death? Pull a picture of an emu.
Yeah, just picture, let me do, so I can actually be looking at the same one. Let me grab a picture of an emu. Emu!
There's like kick people to death?
Yeah, that's a fucking emu. That's a fucking emu. Do you see that fucking emu on the screen? That's a fucking
Fucked
emu.
up ostrich.
Yeah, it's like a short-necked ostrich. It's like if an ostrich...
What the fuck was that?
What?
Future Kino, replay that. I need to see it again. That was fucking terrifying.
I totally missed it.
I'm gonna have you rewatch that during editing, because holy... Like, after we're done recording this, I need you to watch the raw file, because
Okay.
what the fuck was that?
Okay.
That scared the ever-loving shit out of me. That made me sit up.
What are you doing right now?
Killing time, where you were finishing reading.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, then I guess next time
Next time...
we're actually gonna work on Dragon Priests.
Yeah, we'll actually do that. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay nerdy.